Hey everyone, how's it going today? So it's obviously Tuesday again for me. By the time that a lot of you guys see this, it's probably gonna be Wednesday. It's been a real busy week, and I was out ice fishing last weekend trying to get some video, but it was real bad weather. Things didn't really work out. We didn't catch a lot of fish and stuff. And then I've been pretty busy most of this week, but figured I better get this video out here. I promised you guys I'd talk a little bit about my AR. So like I said, when you guys see this, it's probably going to be a tip Wednesday, or it might be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or next Tuesday, who knows. But anyway, today's tip Tuesday, and this is my setup for my AR. So what I got for coyote hunting anyway is my 223. It shoots 5.56 and 223. The nice thing is I don't really like shooting some bullets. So when I got this gun, it can shoot a lot of different bullets, and it gives me a little choice. I could kind of play around with what I wanted to use. And what I found works best for me is the good old 223 55 grain Hornady VMAX. So I'll take one out of here real quick, let you get a look at it. So that's what she looks like. That is 223, and in my opinion, 223 is probably the best round to use for a coyote all around, because this VMAX here, it's going to go in, and it's not going to make a very big hole when it goes in. Depending on where you hit it, it's going to vary a little bit. But this round's going to go in there, and it's going to just destroy everything. But it's not going to really do much harm to the outside of that coyote. So when you shoot a coyote with this, granted it is a little bit more expensive of a round, but it's going to kill that coyote. You're not going to have to worry about that. My buddy's hit coyotes in the feet, and I'm sure he's going to see this and kill me for saying it, but he's hit a coyote in the foot or the leg and killed him just because he's using this round. So it's definitely a good, reliable round. You're going to get the coyotes on the ground with this. You don't got to worry about them running off, and it's also going to save that hide for you guys that are looking to sell the hides. So in my opinion, this is what I would prefer. Now, I know a lot of guys use like a 22 250 or even like a 243, something like that. I used 243 for quite a long time, and actually when I first started coyote hunting, I used a 30-06, and I know that's definitely overkill for coyotes, but that's just something, that was my favorite gun. Had a lot of confidence in it. It was really accurate. So that's what I used, but now, of course, I'm getting a little more into it, and I've kind of played around with some different things and tried to figure out what would work for me. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my gun here. So I got the adjustable buttstock here, which is really nice because when I'm sitting out there, depending on like how I'm sitting on elevated terrain and stuff like that, it's just kind of nice being able to extend that and shorten it up a little bit, just depending on how I'm sitting. And then obviously I got an AR platform, so pistol grip is really nice, all that stuff. And I got my 30 round mag. A lot of people I hear talking about that 30 rounds is too much, but they don't know what the hell they're talking about, because when it comes to coyote hunting, you want as many rounds in that mag as you can possibly get in there, because you never know when you're going to call in a whole bunch of coyotes and maybe burn through quite a few of those rounds. So that's definitely one really nice thing, opposed to my 243 I was using, where you could only put 4 or 5 rounds in there at one time. So that's definitely a game changer. And then as you can see here, I got my pistol grip, and I had a comment on that one of my other videos the other day. This pistol grip actually came with the rifle when I bought it. It was just slightly used, but I got the rifle for almost a third of the price brand new, so you really can't get it, or you can't really beat that. So that was on there, and I tried it out a little bit, and I actually like it. I usually hang on to that just because the rail up here is metal, so when it gets really cold out, obviously it's going to be pretty cold, and this here is plastic, so it's just nice. It keeps your hands a little bit warmer when you're carrying it around and you got your hands on it. And then for my optic here, I got the Leupold Mark AR, and the really nice thing about this is that you got your distance up here on the top. It literally has each mark for meters. It goes all the way up to 650 meters. So all you got to do here, it's on 100 right now, you just turn it until you get to your distance. So if I see something that's 300 meters away, I'm going to put it right on that 3, hold dead center on that coyote, and it'll hit it. I've definitely put it to use, and I've worked my way out and worked right back in, and it works phenomenally. So I'm really impressed with that. Now this is something that is probably going to help all of you out, no matter what kind of rifle you use, what kind of hunting you're doing. This is something that I learned in the Marine Corps, and it's really helped me out because it's going to keep you hidden. It's going to take a lot less attention off you, especially at night when you got a full moon, or even in the middle of the day when the sun's up. So here on my optic, I have what is known as a honeycomb, and you can actually not really even see it when you're looking here in the video, but basically all that is it looks like a honeycomb on there. And when you're an animal and you got the moon beating down on your optic and then shining out, it takes that glare away off the glass. Now as you can see right now, when you're looking through there, you can actually, it burns right through it. So when you're looking through this end of the optic, you can actually see perfectly clear through there, even though it's like covering up the end of that. So that's something I was really interested in when I first learned about this, and I just kind of asked if I could get this on there, if they were even made for this type of optic, and they found me one. So I'm really glad that I got that on there. The one thing I will say is that some of them, they don't fit the best on the optics. So what I did is I took some black electrical tape and I just put that around there to keep it on there safe, because the first one I put on there fell off, and the last thing I want to be doing is spending 15 bucks all the time on replacing that. But that is definitely a game changer with my optic, because it's going to take all that glare away and it's going to help me stay hidden, especially when going up against some smart coyotes. So coming to the end of my rifle here, I got my bipods, and I've talked about those before. My bipods are definitely a game changer too, because when you're out there, staying more stable is just key. You need to be making good, stable, accurate shots. When you're coyote hunting, you're going to get a lot of close shots, but you're also going to be taking shots that are going to be 200 and 300 meters away sometimes. And a lot of guys, they won't even take a shot over 200 meters because they don't have that confidence. But like I said, I've worked this thing all the way up to 650 meters, and it works. I have a lot of confidence in it. But at the same time, when I'm hunting at night, I'm usually not going to take a really far shot because it's a lot harder to judge that distance. But bipods play a huge role in making good shots, because they help you stay more stable, and they're just, muscling your rifle is something that you never want to do. And when you're sitting there and you've been holding that rifle up for a long time, waiting for those coyotes to come in, it's definitely going to start wearing off at you. So this is basically just a recap of everything I got here, and I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, with the honeycomb, it's actually something that not a lot of people have heard about, and I just hope that something that I talked about with you guys today could at least give you an idea of something you want to try out, and help you kill more coyotes and just become more of a deadly predator hunter and a hunter overall. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be more, so keep on watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.